Hi, I'm Angela Shelf-Medeiros, and this is Angela's Notebook, and today we're at the 11th Annual Austin Film Festival. Now, a film festival is a gathering of famous screenwriters and people who make movies, famous directors, and we have the opportunity today to talk to some of the famous children's screenwriters that you might have heard about. So sit back and relax, and today you're going to learn about how to write a movie.
Oh, Mr. Dan, isn't it wonderful? This is my first film festival. There's so many famous directors here, and famous screenwriters, and famous people. Oh, this is so exciting. Oh, Miss Muse, I've been to several of these film festivals, and I must say, they are quite exciting. Oh, well, now, let's go watch some films.
This is Esther Fogel, the winner of the Young Screenwriters Award for the Austin Film Festival. Let's just talk about your whole writing career up to this point. How old are you?
I'm 17.
First, take us back to how you even heard about this writing contest.
I heard about this from my dad because he's also involved with screenwriting. So I heard about it from him because he had heard about it like on the internet. He had searched it. And because I had already written this, it was already in the making. And he decided, oh, we should maybe send it in, maybe we can win. Like, I didn't really expect to win, but I kind of did. It's surprising.
And when did you discover that you enjoyed writing?
I enjoyed writing when I first entered high school in 9th grade, and then I took a lot of writing classes. I never really took reading classes in high school, but I took more writing classes because I knew I enjoyed it.
And when you were really young, you're still young, but when you were really young, what sort of things did you do that kind of prepared you for what you're doing now, do you think?
Just like Dear Diary, journal writing. When I was younger, I just did like Dear Diary, this is my day, and that was about it when I was younger. But now, because I'm in high school and I'm writing more like stories for school and stories for, because I'm also going into college next year, so doing applications and just writing for mostly school.
And of your class assignments, what kind of assignments do you like the most when you get a writing assignment?
I like writing about myself, and I also like writing about either if I've read a book for school, and I enjoy writing like a critique on it.
What about the process of writing it? You said you heard the story from a friend. Can you tell us about the title of your screenplay and what it's about?
It's called The Mound, and it's mostly about the Holocaust and what happened during World War II. And I heard about it from one of my father's friends, and he was talking to me about it, and he told me that his father had gone through all the horrible things that are said in the story, and so I decided to write it out. And then within my story, it brings you into like what really happened during the Holocaust. Not just like movies you see, like, you know how you go to in social studies class and you sit down and you watch, oh, this is what happened, and it goes to the next thing. But it's just more like into it, showing you how horrible it really was.
What part of the story that your father's friend told you, what really captured your attention?
Within the story, because it's called The Mound, which is an odd title, but there's a part in it where one of the my dad's friend, Rabbi Landau, one of the characters, Landau, he went out because the Nazis told him to go and pick up a shovel and start digging a hole. So he dug a hole, like him and a couple of other people there dug a hole, and a number of Jews lined up and were shot. And they fell into the hole because they were shot. So they're still alive. It's a horrible thing. They're still alive, and you're supposed to, in the screenplay and then in real life, they had to bury the hole. Like, they had to cover it with dirt, the same like how they unburied it and buried it again. So when he walked away and he turned back to look, he saw the mound rising up and down because of the breathing, because people were still alive in the hole.
So how do you decide, how much information you're going to put in about the Holocaust and how much of the story you're going to tell? How did you go through that process to decide exactly the thing that you were going to focus on in your short film?
Well, it doesn't just focus on that mound, but it focuses more around like how younger kids also, because they're in the camps, how they were also decided either if they were going to stay alive and work, or if they were going to get killed. But the whole process was because of what my father's friend had told me.
And what do you think the effect will be? Because I understand that your screenplay is going to be made into a film.
Yes.
What do you think the effect will be on people who actually get a chance to see what you've written on the screen?
I think it'll shock people. That's what I wanted. I wanted to show people that this is really what happened, and not just in when you're sitting in social studies class and it's showing you like nothing really happened. I wanted people to know that this is what happened to the Jews, and this is a horrible thing.
What do you think is the most powerful thing about writing?
I think writing is for you to show people what is really going on. You need to express your feelings within writing, and then you need to express what you want to write about.
And what does writing do for you when you're actually able to put what you're feeling down on the paper? What does that do for you?
Usually when it does for me, it just like lets out. If I'm writing because I'm mad, it will let out my anger, and if I'm writing because I'm happy, it'll bring a smile to my face, so it's good.
What is your favorite part of this particular screenplay?
The part in the screenplay that really stood out for me was the part where it really put visual effects into the person as how the mound was going up and down as people were still alive in there and they were still breathing. That's my favorite part in the whole thing.
And how involved will you be in the making of your first film?
I'm told that I'm going to be co-producer.
And what does a producer do?
He or she starts to like put together the whole film and making sure that everything in the screenplay will be on film.
What in school do you think really sort of prepared you for the screenplays that you're writing now?
Right now I'm in film for my English course. I am in a film class, and that's where we go over screenplay writing and how a movie is made with the camera angles and stuff. And then I took creative writing, which comes out in this because it's supposed to be visual. So I took creative writing, and then I took an expository writing class, which brings like a lot of the essay part together and putting people's words into how a person really does speak.
Do you think there should be a certain age that a person should start writing if they really have an interest in it?
You should start writing when you're young. If you know that you enjoy writing, you should start writing when you are younger.
You're a great inspiration not only to the kids who are watching this, but to me.
Thank
So,
you.
continued success on your chosen career path. And, when you have your premiere, I have a fabulous dress to wear. So, I'm ready at any time.